This presentation in the atrium of the World Bank in Washington focused on taking women-owned businesses to the next level as part of the bank's core mission of eradicating poverty. There were short presentations by female entrepreneurs chosen as role models by the bank.
My father called me back into his office. He said, "I want to pass over the company to you."
Then presidential advisor Ivanka Trump took part in a panel discussion moderated by World Bank President Jim Yong Kim.
Mentorship arguably is more valued and more important than even access to capital.
We've heard a lot in recent years from the World Bank about the need for more female entrepreneurship, the encouragement of individual, talented women to succeed in a male-dominated business world. But opponents of this approach argue this fundamentally misunderstands why there is so much extreme poverty in the world, particularly among women, and how to eradicate it. The NGO ActionAid released a report this week which says alleviating poverty by treating women as underutilized assets, in the IMF's words, in the pursuit of economic growth is flawed. It's important to note that neither increased female labor force participation nor economic growth necessarily translate into gender equality, it said. Indeed, their pursuit has all too often been at the expense of women. ActionAid says the IMF is pushing for more female participation in the workforce, even as it advises countries to cut wages and social services that are essential to that participation. In addition, it doesn't take into account the already large unpaid workload of women around the world.
Well, in Mali, women already work many more hours than men, 66 hours a week on average compared to 46 for men, when you include all of the unpaid work and labour that they do. Now, the IMF is advising Mali to get more women into the workforce, but they're not recognising all the work that women are already doing.
Elaine Zuckerman leads the NGO Gender Action that's been pushing to get women's rights formally enshrined in new safeguards that have been drawn up by the World Bank to ensure it doesn't do more social harm than good as it attempts to eradicate poverty through its financial investments. It's refused. Moreover, she recalls one conversation during the negotiations.
The head of the gender unit told me that this is a bank, we don't deal in human rights, even though the World Bank is actually a executing agency of the UN.
For the World Bank, it seems gender equality means allowing women the same opportunity as men to contribute to the well-being of the global economic system rather than themselves. Shihab, Rattansi, Jazeera, Washington.